Hello and welcome to the daily card reading. Today is the reading for Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. Thanks for being here. Today we are going to flip things around again. I'm going to use an oracle deck as the main idea, the main theme of the day, and then we're going to use the Smith-Waite tarot deck to kind of get some details and some extra added information. Again, this reading looks at the universal energy of the day, gives us something to think about, some insight or some inspiration, a concept perhaps that helps us stay elevated as spiritual beings in a physical world, in a physical body. So that's the point or the focus of these readings when I sit down to do them. And this is sort of a universal reading for the collective. And so these energies can be somewhat broad, and maybe the specifics will come down for you in your own personal experience in slightly individualistic ways. But I have found that this universal reading tends to kind of hit the high points and kind of give you an idea of the general vibe of the day. So that's what we're going for here. I hope you're off to a good week. I hope your Monday was solid and good. So let's see what Tuesday holds. Now for this one, I'm going to use the Angels and Ancestors deck to draw the initial card, and the Smith-Waite tarot will give us some extra added details. So what do we need to know as we look at and move through July 15th? It's already telling me, that's funny, wow. I was going through my focusing and it was very hot to trot. It's in here somewhere. Let's grab those. Feeling for the stickiness. That one right there. All right. Set those there. And then 2 tarot cards to help us work out some of the details maybe, or to give us some points to focus on. That one right there. The other one feels like it's near the bottom. Right there. I like the color combinations on this one. It's nice. All right, let's look and see what we need to know for July 15th, 2025. Take charge with authority, the Lord card. Also the Emperor card, the idea that you will need to go out, you will need to take care of some things today. If there are things that are pressing, or even if there are things that are nagging, right? Things that maybe you want to skip over for the day, you need to focus in, and you need to wield that focus and that power that you have, wield it with authority. You have every right to claim your space. You have every right to get done what you feel like you need to get done for the day. So it's probably a day possibly with a lot of distractions. And it's just sort of a call to own your own power, pull your power back, and then apply it outward as you need to, with the Ace of Swords backing you up and the Moon card. So yeah, the Moon card tells me that there's some unconscious fears here. There's something possibly holding you back from really taking charge with authority, your own life. What is that thing? How does that apply to you? Was there something that you have been afraid to step forward and do? Is there something that needs to get done today, or that needs to even get done this week, that you have been procrastinating on? The Moon is about a scary environment that you have to trust your intuition and your own personal power and your connection to the divine to walk through this path. And the Moon can be about dreams. It can be about subconscious fear and working through sort of a dark night of the soul kind of vibe. But this card is really lending a lot of information to what you need to take charge of. And that is mustering yourself to walk this path that you have chosen to walk, whatever that may be. If that is to be a better spouse, or there's something going on there that is holding you back, to be a better practitioner in your job. There's something that this is going to give you the fire and not the fire, but the air, right? This is air. This will help you clear cut through things. The Ace of Swords is all about taking action, and that there is something coming forward for you, a message coming forward to you that will allow you to step forward and take power. So think of the Emperor with his sword moving through a time that is a perceived difficulty or darkness or fear-based, and it's perceived. It's not, it is a chance it's not actually real. So you'll need to clear cut through that. Use the sword of your intellect and your insight and your intuition to cut through any fears or nagging concerns about whether or not you're good enough for the promotion, whether or not you're good enough or am able to make a dream come true. You can and you will. And you need to take this aspect and carry that forward. Though this is a gendered card, this can be multi-gendered, right? This is the attitude of taking charge with authority and laying claim to the power that you have within to make things happen for the better, for yourself, for your family, for your kingdom. Okay? So take charge with authority today. If things come up today that are scary, or something maybe comes at you from the side and has a chance to uproot you or to knock you off your game, take a moment to reconnect, ground, center, and look for the sword within. Look for that sharp intellect, that sharp power that we all carry inside of us, and that spiritual energy. Look to that to help plant you and to give you strength to hold on to your own authority. So hold your authority today. See if there's anything else. No, I think that is a pretty clear-cut, very direct message. I'm going to pull another card from the Smith-Waite, though, just as punctuation. I think that feels right. We're just going to see what else we may need to know, or just a final punctuation to the reading. Page of Pentacles. Again, that feeling of groundedness, of connection to the earth. What really strikes me here is it's like the page is offering up a coin to the Lord. And I'm getting a feeling of being aware of how, when you take charge with authority, how that affects people that I'm going to say that are under you, that are looking up to you, that are perhaps younger than you. Realize that by doing this, you are setting an example for a younger generation, and by younger generation, there is the physical act of being younger, but there are also people that may be of the same age, but not as far along on the spiritual journey. And regardless of the Page of Pentacles meaning, what I am getting is that this is a chance for you to set an example and to show what leadership looks like here. When you push through, when you move through a scary time, there's always someone that is going to be looking up to you, or at least paying attention, and who can draw inspiration themselves from how you are carrying yourself. So be mindful of that as a final punctuation, right? Like, be mindful of how you carry yourself. You could just charge in, take charge with authority, and kind of be a jerk, right? That's not what this is proposing. This is proposing how do you take care of a situation that you can take charge of and still be kind and gentle and caring and compassionate. And as an example to someone else, how they too could be that way. There's also a sense from the moon that I just got that you've been through times like this before. And it's because you have been through these times with the moon, this times of fear and concern and this subconscious fears. And like I said, fears that aren't maybe really there, but perceived fears, but you've been through them before. You're still here. And we've all had those moments, and we get through them. We learn how to deal with them, and we get better. This is also a call to look to those other times in your past that you have gotten through things, and how can you now do it if you're having to do it again, or you're looking at some perceived fears again that have come up. How can you do it even better? Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. You're going to have the ability today to really cut through problems, to really be decisive, and to cut through anything that might be lingering or hanging on or is causing some perceived fear or discomfort. Be mindful of how you do it, though. All right. Now I'm just repeating myself. Thanks so much for being here for the reading. I hope this helps. If you're looking at this at the end of the day, maybe look back and review how you could have taken charge, or maybe the way you took charge of a situation today. I know some people look at these at the end of the day. But regardless, today is a day to take charge with authority, to hold your own power, and to take care of business in a kind, loving, gentle, caring way. Okay. I think we're good here. As always, please give this video a like. Feel free to share this if you think someone else could be helped by this video. I do these every day. More to come, everybody. Have a great Tuesday. Cut through those problems, get stuff done that you need to or that you've maybe been avoiding. And I will see you for tomorrow's reading. Peace and strength, everybody. Bye-bye.